an incredible episode of the Front Nine for you today. First, we're at the Country Club at DC Ranch. This course is spectacular. And our guest, Bill Engvall, a stand-up comedian legend. This guy's incredible. We're gonna talk to him about the advice he has for any young stand-ups out there. And also, you wouldn't believe this, but he's got some thoughts on the role of AI in stand-up comedy in the future. Is there any chance he might get the band back together again for another blue-collar comedy tour? Let's ask him. Bill Engvall, how's it going? I can't believe I get to golf with you today.
Well, hold that thought, because you may go, well, we're going to can this episode.
You've been golfing a long time, right?
Been golfing a long time. Love the game. Just love it too much. I always joke with my wife, I wish I didn't care as much as I do, because I'd probably be a better golfer. But it's just, I mean, look at it. We got Pinnacle Peak behind us, beautiful tract of land.
Yeah.
And it's 4 hours, you're out of the house.
I mean, it's a gorgeous course, Country Club at DC Ranch here.
Great club. This, I gotta tell you, this club, we looked at several clubs, and this one just stood head and shoulders above. I hope to play here for another 30 years. We call that a breakfast ball.
This is on camera.
This is on camera. That's called the camera's rolling. All right, so that's playable. You know, that's my game. That's my favorite line. It's playable.
I'm gonna join you right over there.
You're a good cart partner.
I gotta ask you about the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, because you were already a big name. People knew you well before then, and you've been extremely successful after that. But it feels like that was a phenomenon that just took off there.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, I think when we started it, we knew it would work. There was a couple reasons why it was so successful. It was, one, we were clean, which is huge. I try to tell young comedians sometimes, you don't have to be the funniest person in the room. I get more emails saying, thanks for keeping it clean. Mm-hmm. You know, I can bring my kids to the show. And it was just, like you said, a phenomenon. We appealed to a group that had been largely overlooked by the East and West Coast. And it was your Midwest, Arizona, kind of hard-working people that just wanted to laugh, and we provided that.
Oh, go. Nice. Oh, too much juice.
See, I think he did that just to make me feel better. There you go. That's usually the way my rounds start.
Oh boy. Nobody saw those misses. We can edit those ones out, right?
Yeah, we're gonna edit that out. That was 2 birdies. That's what we had, 2 birdies.
Comedy is so personal. You share a lot about your family on stage.
Yeah. God bless my family.
Are there moments you have to talk to them ahead of time? Like, listen,
No,
I'm gonna tell a story about this one.
Well, they know there's lines I won't cross. Funny story, one day my daughter came home from school and she goes, okay, that's enough. And I said, what's going on? She said, I'm sitting in gym class and some kid who I don't know is wearing a Bill Engvall tour t-shirt and he goes, hey, I heard your dad talking about your underwear. Yeah. So I'm sure for a teenage girl, it was a difficult transition, but they've all been great. You know, it's funny, one time we were having, I think it was Thanksgiving dinner or something, and it was a moment, I looked at the kids and I said, listen, I'm really sorry that I wasn't around for a lot of stuff, and you guys have been the subject of a lot of the material. And both of them said, it was your job. And I give credit to Gail, my wife, for that.
Looks pretty straight, right?
If you can keep it right at that front sand trap. Okay. With this wind, I don't know if it'll be that big of a thing, but we'll see.
Great shot. Right down the middle. You just assume there's applause.
And that's why we keep coming back.
That's right, that shot.
Just for that shot. Unbelievable.
So I didn't know this about you, but you grew up in Winslow?
Yeah, well, I was there from kindergarten through 9th grade. And Winslow was a great little town. It was one of those, everybody looked out for everybody. We'd be out playing, somebody could call my mom, my mom would call somebody and say, hey, have you seen the boys? She goes, yeah, they're down at the city pool. And so, but it was limited in the sense, obviously, it was not a big town. So we had to come to Phoenix to get back to school clothes and stuff like that. And every time we'd come here, we'd I don't know if it was my dad's secret ambition to go to Hawaii or what, but we always stayed at a place called the Kontiki Motor Lodge. Now, you're too young to know where this was, but it was right across the street from the state mental hospital.
Okay.
And every once in a while you'd hear the siren go off and, somebody broke out of there. But
wow.
My dad used to get so mad at me because we'd come up Black Canyon Highway, and I would sit in the back of our station wagon. My sisters were in the front. And you remember a thing called spirograph? Mm-hmm. So I would sit in the back of the station wagon that had no air conditioning, and I would sit there and do my spirograph.
Your little circles on the paper.
And then get car sick. My dad was like, I told you don't do that. And so, it's 100 degrees and he's cleaning puke out of the back of the...
Wow.
Stay up.
Hold up.
Well, we'll see. Not that great, but it'll work.
Playing the hole well. Where'd I end up?
You're going to be probably in the desert.
Yeah, definitely. I'll just drop one up here.
He kind of sprayed it to the right a little bit. And so, because he's a guest, I'm going to let him play it as if this was his first shot. Because that's what we do.
It's so nice of you. Go.
Sit right there.
I have to ask the all-important question here,
Okay.
which I think every fan wants to know. Is there any shot at getting another blue-collar comedy tour?
People have asked us that, and I never say never, because, who knows? Mm-hmm. But right now, no, there's no plans. It's, there's no phrase, leave them wanting more.
Nice shot. Oh, stop. You're perfect. Perfect. This is beautiful.
This is why we come out here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect. Get going.
All right.
Have you ever asked ChatGPT to help you with a joke? Because there's rumors out there comedians are starting to do that.
Well, to be honest, yes. One day I was just bored. So I pulled up the ChatGPT and I said, write me a Bill Engvall style comedy bit about getting older. And literally within seconds it was like, and some of it was okay, but I can see where people will start using that. And I think that the problem is that, are we losing, is it you now, or is it you letting, somebody else write it for you? So I don't use it. I just, because it's not me. It's some computer thing that's writing. But it was amazing that it pulled up. It was clean. It was.
Was it your style?
Yeah,
was it in your
my style, which was frightening.
Oh, that's no good. Get a good bounce. Hold up. Hold up.
Stay there. Stay there.
Oh.
And that's why I hate this hole.
Go. Oh, what a chip.
Those are the ones you never miss when you don't care.
Are you doing the same set every night?
I try to add in new stuff, but I was beating myself up about how, like when I decided I was going to come out of retirement, I was like, I got to write a 90-minute new show. And then I started thinking about it, I don't really have to. Because like if you and me were going to see Aerosmith, on the way to the concert, not one of us is going to say, I hope they play all new stuff. You're going to want to hear Walk This Way and Dude Looks Like a Lady and stuff. So that's what I kind of did with my comedy, was I thought, there may be people there that never heard the bit before.
Yeah.
Whether it's the flying with the Thunderbirds or, dressing up like Batman.
Oh, what a great bit that is.
That was one of my favorites.
And Dancing with the Stars, I mean, that whole story, I think that's got to be one of my favorites.
That was something I never saw coming. But again, my wife, I said, because my first thought was, oh my God, is this where my career's gone? On for 13 weeks, got seen by 13 million people a week.
Yeah?
She was right again. Damn it.
I have to be honest, one of my fears of playing with you is that I was going to do something that caused you to say, here's your sign.
It might still happen.
Okay. So I should still be fearful of that.
That little bit there was a gift from God. You know, and it's funny because I get comedians who'll say, how do I write that catchphrase? Like, here's your sign, or you might be a redneck, or get her done, or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I said, you don't choose it. The audience will tell you which. Mm-hmm. And I didn't think here's your sign would be the impetus for all this. But good Lord. It did. And I think the reason it was so successful, because we've all done it. We've all asked a stupid question, and as soon as it's out of your mouth, you go, ugh.
Well, you poke fun at that, some of your own questions that you've asked.
I had one during COVID. Gail and I went out to dinner, and you know, they used to rub that thing on your forehead to check for a fever, and this little girl's just doing her job. And I'm being a smart aleck. And I said, oh, you checking for a fever? And she goes, nope, checking for morons. Found one. And then looked at me and said, here's your sign.
She got you.
She knew it, yeah. There you go. Good shot.
Take it, thanks. Nice shot. Wow.
Oh, oh man.
You know what, Bill? It didn't go in, but I think we got to end it right there.
That's
seriously. This was great. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Oh, listen, you know, I'm proud to be from Arizona, and I hope that I represent the state and the people here when I'm out on the road. And come on out and see the show, and let's have some laughs together.
Sounds great.
Other than our golf.
We'll see you next time.